while he's doing that, I just want to take this opportunity to introduce the guys to you. They're all standing up in the back, and just kidding. David, would you stand up? One of the finest guitar players anywhere in the nation, I feel that, is Mr. David Creech. Would you like to go? It's good to have you. Monty, can you get up, or would you just like to sit down? Mr. Monty Laffoon, been playing steel around the country, and he's worked with the New Horizons for several different times down through the years. And Monty, we love and appreciate you. Thank you for coming and be a part of this. Would you make him welcome? Then back on the drums, we call him affectionately Uncle Jim. Jim Buttrey. And Jim, I'm just sick that you let that restaurant go down. Best steaks in town, as far as I was concerned. You've heard about that? I'm sure you have. Maybe someday, soon, we can have that back. Would you make Jim welcome on the drums today? Scott Lewis, would you stand up? On the bass guitar, Scott worked with us back in the early 90s. And back then he had a crew-cut haircut, and we called him Sergeant Carter. Buddy, I'll tell you what, he could light up a room with some of his jokes, but he's not going to do that today. But would you make Scott welcome here this afternoon? Thank you, Scott. Next to him is Mr. Bob Ashley. And Bob worked with the New Horizons for about 11 years. And how many years ago has that been? 26 years ago. My goodness, Bob. We did. We did grow up. But he runs a recording studio. He's on church staff there in Branson. What's Faith Life. And does a wonderful work there. But we're thrilled to have Bob part of this program this afternoon. Would you make Bob welcome? And then the guy next to him gets, well, we get accused of being brothers and sisters. We do. Especially when he had hair about the same color. But Rick has worked with the New Horizons, worked on our recording projects, and has been a true friend. And Rick, it's a joy to have you a part of this afternoon with us. Would you make Mr. Rick Hargrove welcome here? And then probably the hardest job of all is back on the soundboard, trying to keep us tuned in and tuned down. And would you make Chucky Howe back on the board? Would you make him welcome here today? I believe he's doing a wonderful job. Thank you, Chucky. And then the guy with the saxophone probably needs no introduction in Lebanon. Danny's had a real go with his back, and if you'd have seen him last weekend, you'd have said he probably wouldn't be here today, but God's bigger than we are. And he's going to come and play some Christmas tunes for you. I think the first one is entitled Jingle Bells. Would you make Danny welcome?